run the little ad thing.
Help me. Help.
Pedro?
Oh, there we go. Hey,
There
man,
you
what's
go.
going on?
Hey, what's going on, young man?
Hi,
What's
everybody.
going on? Hi,
Sa-
everybody.
Savage AF is the name of this show. I'm Black
Yeah,
Pedro.
I'm Shang, and make sure you follow us on all social media platforms. Okay, there you did the little switch. I saw what you did there, man.
Mm-hmm.
So make sure you check us out on all the platforms. But what's today? Today is the
It's Thursday,
the
September
14th,
16th. It's the 16th.
16th. It's the 16th.
Yeah.
Usually I have all my stuff in front of me on the computer, but I'm doing it from a balcony somewhere in Los Angeles.
He's on
Um,
location, as they say in the
I'm on
business.
location, as they say. So make sure that you check us out on the platforms. We're gonna talk about some stuff. Pedro is here.
We got people in the building. Shang is always our, the faithfuls. It's always the ladies who show up early and on time.
The ladies show up.
Lady
You know why the
Hazel,
ladies show up? The ladies
Kristen
show up
Brown.
because they like that black Pedro.
They like your soul glow, brother. Your soul glow.
My
Breezy
soul, I
JJ's,
just got soul glow today. Look at my soul glow.
They want that, man. They got to have it
Yeah,
in their
I think
life.
I'm just gonna let it. Remember how big my fro was before? I think I'm just gonna let it grow out. I'm gonna walk around with a pick. And remember the pick with the fist?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna walk around with a pick with the fist. So also tomorrow, if we're going on from 3 to no, we're not going on tomorrow. We're gonna go at 6 p.m. tomorrow. Are we going?
No, we can do
No,
3
I
to
got
4 anyway.
Huh?
Yeah, we'll do 3 to 4 anyways.
We do 3 to 4, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. tomorrow with Savage AF, and I know we brought some people in on the feed before, but we're gonna bring some people in on the feed for you to come on the live show. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you for getting the subscribers up. Also, thank you for checking out our fan page, which is on Facebook, and it's at Savage AF, Savage A.F. Make sure you check us out on that. We appreciate it. And then I forgot the other one. You got to do this. And now today you're gonna have to do it differently.
All right. So hold on. Wait. So hold on. First of all, but we're live. We're here Monday through Friday for y'all, right?
You gotta let
Savage
them know.
AF. Okay. Savage AF is here live for y'all Monday through Friday. Mondays and Fridays, typically we're on at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Tuesday through Thursday, typically 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Now, when I say we're on live, I mean on Facebook and YouTube simultaneously. Oh, you know what? Reminds me of Facebook. That's gonna be another topic we're gonna have to talk about today. Facebook. I'm gonna have to throw that in there, man. But okay, so if you don't catch us live though, that's when you need to be like really tapped in to the YouTube page. Okay. First of all, let me run this for you across the bottom here. That is the URL for our page specifically, youtube.com/C/SavageAFWorld. And then when you get there, you want to make actions and sounds such as these.
Do that. Press the little bell.
Hit the bell for notifications. Hit the subscribe button to be a part of the community.
Yeah, so that Pedro, that bell sounded suspect. That bell was recorded by Little Nas X. That bell was horrible.
Let the boy dance.
I mean, let the boy live. Let him live in his.
Let the boy dance.
In his chartreuse panties. Also, make sure you check us out on iTunes, Stitcher, Slacker, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and now you got to hit this one with a deep R&B flavor. Go.
Sour on cloud, yeah, girl.
Yeah, that was a panty dropper. That was
okay. You know
what?
Every now and then I come with one or two.
No, I
gotta stay on my register.
Bad, bro. You had me up to that point, the last part was it sounded like you were being abducted or you were buried alive.
Like while I was singing, they broke his shoes. Like,
they used chlorophyll on you or some shit. But is it called chlorophyll? I don't know. I made that up. I don't know. of is chlorophyll, chloroform.
Who's your doctor, Trump?
Yeah. Hey, whatever you do, make sure you take as much chlorophyll as possible. It kills the COVID and it makes voter registration absolutely impossible for Black people. We are here today. Also, make sure you check us out. We got a live show coming up, and then we're gonna jump right into the show on the rundown, on the run up, on the rundown. We got a live show at the Howard Hughes. Howard Hughes.
Let me find that. Let me find that.
You got find that. Start the graphic.
Bam, bam. Oh, right up on it. See,
there it is. Right.
Production.
Right. Production. We got a lot of high production here.
Shout out to Bobby Perone, Black entrepreneur out here.
Right.
Putting it together. Myself, Shang, Jeff Arnold, Honest John, Ross Washington. It's gonna be a good one. DJ Ron C is on the ones and the twos.
The ones and twos.
And I think the ones and twos are now buttons. A lot of DJs it's just the one and then the two. But that's all right.
Exactly. So make sure you come check us out Tuesday, September 28th. We are going to be there making you laugh.
Howard Hughes Center.
And then I can actually do my new bit. I have a new bit about abortion that is going to be delicious.
New bit.
Okay,
that's what it is, y'all. All right, man.
So we're going to get down the rundown on the run up of what we're going to talk about today. And thank you all the people in the feed. I'm on my phone today, so I can't see as many people in the feed. And I know you're probably talking shit, and I know there's a lot of people that come in on our feed. But I'm going to let you know something. Anybody say the wrong shit about me, if I see you in these streets, you already know what it is. Cardboard. Breakdance battle. Give them a breakdown.
Bump, 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 bump. All right, here we go. Thursday, September 16th, 2021. This just in, guys.
Wait a minute. Did you just do that with your mouth? Is that what we're doing? Now that we're doing it on the phone, we don't have the production value
just
we had on the computer.
I had to.
On the computer, we got all these graphics and all this shit. Now we're just like, hey, I'm on a porch.
Yes.
All right, so let's go.
So here we go, y'all. I don't know if we're gonna have a formal Black page or a Shangri today. We're just kind of having a little bit of fun with some fun topics like colonizers unite. I don't know if you saw yesterday, but Joe Biden, along with the prime ministers of the United Kingdom and Australia, have linked together like a colonial Avengers.
It's basically like a white Voltron, where a whole bunch of white folks get together and form a bigger, more colonizer robot.
Like we could be a better white guy if the three of us become one white guy. Before that, though, we will have a motherfucker say what today. I promise you.
We will have a motherfucker say what today.
And it's going to be regarding Facebook and Instagram and their knowledge of what they're doing to teenage girls. Let's talk about it.
We're going to talk about. That's a topic.
It's tough. And actually, maybe I'll actually do that one second after.
Let's do that one afterwards. Let's hold off on the teenage girls shit.
No, man, we gotta talk about it.
The show's named Savage AF. We've been on for a while. Thank you so much. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter. Okay, what's the next one? That is the name. That is the tag of the show. So we might as well go with that.
We are going to also be discussing tax the rich. It's not just a dress anymore that AOC is wearing, but Joseph Robinette Biden really laid out that he plans to come get that 1% money to help pay for his shit. Let's talk about it. But before we get into that, man, we didn't do a show yesterday. So some of these topics are the things that I wanted to talk about yesterday. But you know how one of your favorite groups, Shang, Public Enemy, PE, right?
Public Enemy,
right. They have that
song.
Wait a minute,
hold up. You guys say that better than that. Public Enemy, like that.
Public Enemy.
How low can you go? Yeah, you got to get the voice in there.
They had one of their bigger hits was 911 is a joke. 911 is a joke. Well, I think in a congressional hearing a couple of days ago, we heard some of the United States top current and former gymnasts, as well as many other women, lambast basically in a very dignified way the FBI for their lack of response in the Larry Nassar case. So Dr. Larry Nassar, who always you see these things in hindsight, but if you look at Larry Nassar, he looks like a molester. Like he does, you know what I mean?
Right,
He's got a
he
look.
does. He definitely has that
You've got
Chester
the look.
molester face, and
You've
the
got
fact.
the look. Like,
No, he looks like he molests. He looked like he molests himself and others. But
yeah.
the thing is, you got to think about it. I don't. But I molest myself, so I can't even say that. But the bottom line is,
But
right
you
now,
get
you see.
consent too. You get
But I
consent.
gave myself consent to molest
Hmm.
myself,
Hmm.
so that's different
Very
than
different. What Nassar
actually
did.
having an older man molest young gymnast women. And I think the bottom line is the motherfucker should be actually tied to a camel while the camel has diarrhea and let the camel shit on him as he drags him around the desert and give him no water.
Now we got to figure out how to give a camel diarrhea. See, you always make things complicated, Shane.
I
God
didn't
damn it.
make it complicated. This is horrible what this dude
No,
did.
so
The amount of women that he actually molested is fucking
and these are
bananas.
young teenage girls, you know, obviously. So Larry Nassar, he's been convicted and he's serving 40 to 100 years. You know, he will most likely die in jail, hopefully where he belongs.
Yeah,
But beyond that, what these young women, by the way, the greatest gymnast of all time included Simone Biles. I didn't even realize she was one of the girls who had been,
right.
you know,
Did you see
molested
her?
by him.
Did you see her crying on the stand?
I saw a lot of them do that. Yeah, you know, this is
It's just
painful stuff.
crazy.
So
Look,
so they were actually up there testifying about the FBI's behavior. Not
right,
just not Larry Nassar, but this was about how the FBI ignored these girls for years and did
right.
nothing. And then when they did actually file some of these girls' reports, they lied and made false statements about what the girls had said and tried to convince them that, oh, it wasn't so bad. And the FBI is a fucking joke, man. I mean, you
Okay,
know,
but
this
the
is
FBI also the FBI, but the FBI, but this is the other thing. The FBI has a tendency when women come to talk about pretending being raped or being sexually assaulted, they act like it's not a big deal, and they've been doing that not only with the gymnasts but other women that have come forward. So the bottom line is the FBI ain't about that fucking life of really. They about the espionage life and all the other shit, but they ain't about the life pretending to women. We already know that because we've seen instance after. What about the dude? With the Supreme Court, the dude, I like beer. Beer is good. I like beer.
Kavanaugh.
The Kavanaugh. The FBI didn't do the full investigation pertaining to what she said, and then they found out later. Oh wait, he did pull out his dick at functions. I mean,
Yeah.
like at functions. I don't know why I said at functions. Like, oh shit, hey everybody, it's the prom. Oh shit, Kavanaugh. And
So I mean, but you know, and this really speaks to for those who ever you know question like, well, why don't these women report things sooner? You know, regarding any cases. You
right,
know, it's I mean, this is a clear case where these girls did speak out. You know what I mean, and
right,
they did say things, and like in many instances, they were either you know you know had what happened to them diminished, maybe belittled for it, not believed, and in this case, you know, basically
ignored,
shunned, dismissed, ignored,
ignored. Yeah.
and then in other you mentioned espionage, like you know had their statements sabotaged by the FBI. So
Because they didn't want to step up and do the work. I mean, they're lazy
yeah,
fucks. And the
I
thing
mean
is, they're lazy fucks. I was gonna say just real quick that if you look at the situation, there's been instance after instance where these motherfuckers did the exact same shit pertaining to women. So it wasn't a surprise to me. It wasn't a surprise. I was more like, well, yeah, they need to be rehauled just like the police need to be rehauled.
mhm.
You know, and check them. They need to be checked. You better check yourself because you're gonna wreck yourself. That's hip hop, people.
Yeah, yeah. Mocha Myers, I see you. I like that name. It sounds like
Oh,
a
we got some
sexy.
new people in the feed. Thank
Yeah, it
you.
sounds like a
Thank you
sexy
guys.
drink at Starbucks. Like, yeah, I'll have a Mocha Myers, a little cinnamon on
Yeah.
top. Okay. Anyways, Miss Adverb is in the building. What's up, boo? Make sure you pay for this baby. All right. Don't just keep getting niggas
Yeah.
pregnant.
Miss
But
Adverb, you got to
damn,
stop getting men. You got to stop getting men pregnant
and then
randomly.
not
Get
paying
your
for the
shit together.
kids. It's not a way to get back at the
Get your shit
system. Okay.
together, Miss Adverb. Okay.
God damn it.
You got to stop dropping your seed in dudes.
Yeah, man. That shit is it's
And
not
then
right.
I see a picture of Pedro with like Lil Nas X with the pregnancy
My
thing.
pregnant
That's so
belly. I've been
goofy.
holding back. I've been holding it back.
That's so
All right.
goofy. He's doing that. Ugh.
It's you know, that's what
It's
he does.
publicity. It's shock shit. Yeah,
It's all
it's
good.
not.
Yeah.
It's not his
I mean,
fucking
y'all
music.
let Madonna do it back in the day. Let him do it.
Yeah, Madonna was a piece of shit as a musician too. Like both of
Wow,
them.
you just went pretty hard at Madonna.
I went hard at Madonna because
Right.
Madonna's trying so desperately right now to be relevant. She's showing her ass and all kind of shit. It's like sit your old ass down and spend
That's what the
those
young ones
millions.
got to do. The young ones got to show ass too. So.
But we of
All
course
right.
that's fine.
All right. So speaking of showing ass, staying on topic, the FBI showed their ass, right?
See,
Christopher
that was
Ray.
a very good segue.
Hey, Christopher Ray, the thank you, sir. The current FBI director was not director at the time of these incidences, but you know, and so I wouldn't expect him to have answers as to why this happened, why that happened. Although we just know because these were like dicks, you know what I mean, a bunch of dicks
Right.
on the squad. But the reality is, this should be something that is prosecutable. However, the Department of Justice, led by Merrick Garland, has failed so far to bring about any cases on these
But
agents,
you know
because I
what?
mean they perjured statements.
Okay, yeah,
Of
but you know what though? There was another person that was the head of the FBI that actually did speak out against him and said that, I'm going to give props to the 80% of the FBI that actually handle this business, but the 20% that doesn't handle a business, they should be prosecuted by the full extent of the law. So check this out. The FBI there probably is going to be a percentage of FBI agents that are going to have to pay for this shit that they did, or the ignoring these fucking women. All you people in the feed, let me know what you think. Do you really think the FBI is gonna follow up with that shit though? And Pedro, do you think they're gonna follow up with that shit?
I mean,
I
one guy was fired already prior to this hearing,
Right.
but I don't see how they could not, given the amount of heat that these women put on them and the spotlight that they put on that agency for doing nothing to these little girls. And it's like, well, what the hell are y'all doing besides setting up powerful black people to be shot or whatever? Then, like, what is that? Because they're not protecting black people, and now they're not protecting little girls. I mean, these gymnasts are tiny. They are
I know,
tiny
but
and so special sized. It's like,
hold
why
up, wait,
wouldn't you?
Pedro. They're not that big.
Did you see Simone Biles walk? Even Simone
Simone
Biles,
Biles
relative to
is
the other
Simone
ones,
Biles is this
she
big.
was
She's
she
not.
was
She
great. She
doesn't
was
bathe in a teacup.
She
Stop
was
it.
Teddy. She's Teddy Graham size. I don't
She's
know
not.
why you wouldn't. I don't know why you would. And I'm not saying she's not tough and powerful, but I don't know why you would not want to protect these little special
Oh no,
beings
yeah,
that can do
no,
all
and
these things. Like, they are little. They were
they're little
children.
girls. They're young girls. But check this out. The bottom line is the FBI, like you said, they spent a lot of time setting up black men to take the fall for shit back in the day, but they couldn't take the time to protect these girls because guess what, people? They're assholes. Sometimes you got to call assholes assholes. I don't care if they work for the FBI. The FBI showed their ass by not taking it to task pertaining to the Supreme Court pick. They should have
You know.
did that then. They fucking assholes, and every one of them's an asshole. And if I ever saw them in the streets, you know what that happens. that
I'm
was
gonna leave it with.
my Sopranos laugh.
I'm gonna leave it with this, man. That I feel like the agents that didn't respond to these reports from these women and at the time girls, that they must have found some way to empathize with Larry Nassar. It makes me think that if they were in the same position, they probably would have molested those girls too. You know what I mean? Because that
Wow,
just
we're
that
gonna
just
get
makes
so
them.
flagged on this one. You just made it.
I said that's how
First,
I
he goes
feel.
at first.
That's how I
The
feel. Fuck my
other
feelings.
day, Pedro went after
The
uh,
Saudi royal family.
Saudi royal family, which were I'm surprised he still. That's why he dipped out to Vegas. Now he's going after the FBI.
I had
Thank
to
you guys
travel
for
by
watching
night.
our show. We appreciate it. We had a good run. We made a good amount of money. You keep saying shit, Pedro. That I know I say some shit because I'm always talking about rhinos raping people. But I mean, you be saying some shit. I go, does Pedro realize we're on an open line that everybody can hear? And one of the people in the feed might be a troll or an FBI. Maybe Blanco Peter is actually a troll that's been waiting to catch you, Black Pedro.
Hey, it's quite
Maybe that's
possible.
what it is. By the way, is he in the feed? I can't see it because I'm on the phone.
No, I haven't seen any troll sightings today. It's all
No
good.
troll shit today. Well, we always all you trolls that keep watching the show, all you do is help us get more numbers. So thanks for watching the show and getting mad at us saying shit because everybody knows that your uncle used to touch you at the cookout. That's why you act like you act.
That's why you don't like potato salad no more.
Please don't let Uncle Philly come over this week.
Hey,
Uncle.
Savage AF, man. So we'll go from molesters of that kind to a more digital form here, where I don't know if you saw, but a report came out that Facebook, and these are internal documents that were, that the media got a hold of. But Facebook, who owns IG as of like maybe 9-10 years ago, they are fully aware that their platform and their algorithm and the way it feeds content, most specifically to teenage girls, is giving them depression and body image issues. All these hot girl pics and all of this stuff. Like,
right.
So Facebook and IG have fully been aware all these years now that their platform is depressing teenage girls and giving them body image issues.
But so I see what you're saying, that they're aware that they're depressing teenage girls and they're depressing them because they're seeing body shame and like, oh, well, I'm not as hot as that girl. I want to say this, and this is fucked up, but I'm going to take the other angle. I'm just prefacing it with that. A lot of those women on the fucking feed, young ladies, are using filters. That's not really them.
Photoshop.
Okay. No, there's a lot of women that use filters. There's a lot of people that use the different filters. So don't have body issues over some shit that was computer or digitally fucking enhanced. Stop it. But I understand that if Facebook knows this is the case, they should have some kind of, I don't know, they should be, I don't know if they should, because there's a certain point where the parents have to step in and go, sweetie, you look fine. Okay, just don't carve your face up, sweetie.
Well, I think, obviously a big part of the problem is that these social media platforms are so integrated into everybody's life. We use it. We're on it all the time. We're on Facebook right now talking shit about Facebook. How you like Facebook?
Yeah, but then that's
in your Facebook.
Yeah,
right.
but we're gonna get flagged, man.
But they've been flagged at this point, right? And it seems that they might not even have control of the algorithm anymore. Like, it's gone AI on them, and it's just going to feed the children titties until they choke themselves to death. Like, it's out of control. Kids, kids are addicted to it.
No, you can't. Why do you think that I'm gonna let you just gloss over that weird shit you just did, Pedro?
That's it. The computers. We've lost control.
We've lost. No, open the pod doors, Hal. It's been that way. The AI. Nobody knows what the fuck I said for Pedro.
I know that one.
You know what it is, but I'm telling you right now that women's image. If you look at women's images pertaining to social media, it always has played on their feelings and emotions. So they buy more makeup and they buy more shit and they get more carved up. And that's why you see the show called Botched. And I'm not making this up. There's a show called Botched where they show people that got plastic surgery and the shit went fucking horribly wrong.
They're like, so you let a man imagery. They're like, so you let a doctor, quote unquote, put fried chicken wings in your booty.
Yep.
The drumettes, just to get a bigger budget. Well, it was cheaper. It's amazing what they stuff in there, man. Memory foam.
No, there's women that get the women that get the difference. Like, they take collagen. I used to do a bit about that where they take the fat from their ass and put it in their lips. So every time you kiss them, it's like, damn, I'm kissing her ass. It's right, exactly. So, but that's they've always played on that. But think about it. Commercials do it. So Facebook might. You get to be mad at Facebook, but guess what? Commercials do it. They play on girls' feelings, and like, well, you're not pretty enough, but this will make you feel prettier. They've been doing that shit. Everybody does that. So it's up to you to instill in your child as much as you can to fight the demon of that shit. To instill in them, you good. Now the other shit right there, it's hard, but it's like, yo,
you're gonna have to, because like this,
well, because
at this point they've built this evil machine that is just going to keep feeding society the worst parts of itself. until we eat ourselves. Like, I think that's now Facebook and IG's algorithm is like, let them destroy themselves, and then the microwaves take over. I don't know who runs.
You know what's going to happen? You know what's going to happen? One, definitely somebody's coming from the future back to stop us. I already know that's happening.
If you see a magnetic electro bubble in the middle of the freeway, just drive around it. It's a robot from the future. Don't be like, "Hey man, why are you naked?" Just
and the next thing he's wearing your clothes and driving around killing people. Yeah. But the thing is, I think that I understand what you're saying, but part of me is like, the parents you're gonna have to absolutely instill in your kids that you're gonna have to separate it in some kind of way. It's gonna be hard to separate the reality, but I just think if you got daughters, and I wanted daughters, but I have sons, and I'm telling you, even with them, you got to check them and say, hey man, that ain't reality. That's like when you watch porn. Everybody's dick ain't that big. Okay, my honey badger ain't even in the same ballpark of that. These dudes just walk around where they can put their dick in their shoe and walk with it. That's not reality. Okay, it's Viagra. It's a whole bunch of shit going on. So yeah, I agree with you. But Facebook, I mean, we're on Facebook talking shit about Facebook. I'm telling you, somebody on Facebook going, wait a minute, why are we letting them do this shit?
But they won't flag themselves for Miss Adverb, always with the sarcasm. We love her. She said, women please men. That's why we're here. Whatever you like.
Yeah, women please men.
Bronda Reyes says girls need to learn to love themselves unconditionally. Forget the status quo. Amen to that, sis. All you queens out there, stay strong.
Oh, Bronda, hey, look, hey, Bronda, shut your mouth, skirt. You know how men are like, so you want to talk about your feelings? Shut your fucking hole. Hey, where's my sandwich is what I'm asking you. You go get my sandwich right. No, I agree with Bronda. I know we got a lot of people in the feed probably think, what are you saying? I'm saying to you, you got to instill that in your kid. You can't let social media absolutely warp their fucking self-worth. You just got, it's hard though. Because people right now, I'm trying to get my Instagram followers up. By the way, follow at Black Pedro.
And at Comedian Shang.
I did it. Can't help it. Follow at Comedian Shang. But you try to get there. I'm in front of the show last night handing out cards. People getting too close to me, want to take pictures. I'm thinking, nigga, this pandemic, get away from me. Take a picture from a distance. But they won't do it because nobody gives a fuck. You got to understand we live in a world where people don't give fucks. Zero fucks. So that's it.
We do panoramic pictures now where I stand on one corner and you stand on the other. And then you just got to move real slow.
Real slow. But I can't. Pamela Knox. What is Pamela Knox?
Says IG is ending marriages and shit. How marriages work?
IG ended my relationship.
There you go, man. That's what IG do. But it is funny for us to be like, IG is fucking up society. By the way, follow at Black Pedro, at Comedian Shang, and at Savage
we can talk all that shit, but Pedro knows, like, we want some more followers. I could talk shit about YouTube. Like, YouTube has so many images, it's not good for you. By the way, make sure you subscribe to our channel.
But, you know, the reality is we all, whether you're a teenage girl or a 90-year-old man, need to have balanced relationships if you're going to have any relationship with social media, right? So like you mentioned, Shane, we, try and get followers and stuff like that. But I also don't let my number of followers inform me about how funny I am or talented I am or any of that shit, right? Like, I don't let that get to me, right? While still trying to build up my audience and whatnot. I'm not like, oh, but so-and-so has 2 million followers. I should swallow a window. And just, you know what I mean? Like, just all the glass in the window.
I do. I put a gun in my mouth 4 or 5 times when I found out that a comic had 7 million followers. No, of course it has nothing to do with your funny, but it has something to do with your money. And that's real.
I mean, that's so. Yeah, we need to engage with it, but in a healthy way, such that we're not building our self-image off of it. Yeah, so good humor wasted says low self-esteem is not the internet's fault. I buy into that, but I will say that it is playing a part. Like, social media is playing a part in exacerbating people's anxieties and fears and self-esteem. You know what I mean? Like, it is a major part of it.
Pedro, today's word, exacerbating. Very good usage. And
Yeah.
I just want to give props. But yo, I wanted to say to you, good humor wasted. Check this out. You are absolutely unequivocally wrong. What the fuck are you talking about? Of course, social media does affect people's, self-esteem. It's up to the people around them and the parents to to fight it. But it absolutely does. If you don't have enough followers, there's people that actually have killed themselves because something was wrong with them from the jump street. Okay. And nobody around them checked them enough to say, hey, you still cool. Don't worry about that. And Pedro said it right. I don't think that if I don't have as many followers as a Michael Blackson or anything, that I'm not funny. I just go, well, you got more followers than me. But then again, a dude stuck his finger in a cat's ass and got 755,000 subscribers in one day until they realized you can't do that to animals. That's animals cruelty, and took his shit. Took the video down. But guess what happened? He still got signed to CAA.
I just want to know, at this point, I assume there are going to be one or two, cat molesters in the crowd. But
well, we know that
for
sure.
But I do question the however many motherfuckers followed him after seeing that. Like, yeah, this is the person I like to get information and entertainment from.
They subscribed to him, and because he was a good-looking kid, then guess what? CAA signed him. They tried to put him out as a stand-up, and then he didn't have any stand-up experience, and then he died to death. But he still, by that time, was already signed, and they still are trying to work with him. So social media can actually do that, all right? And that's a real. Okay, where we at time-wise? Oh, we in the middle, so I want to say make sure you guys follow us on all social media platforms: iTunes, Stitcher, Slacker, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and hit them with it again, goddammit.
SoundCloud, yeah, girl.
Okay, that was better. That was smooth. That was some. I felt like, you know what I felt like? This sounds so wrong. It felt like you had Teddy Pendergrass in your throat.
Oh, now hold on now.
Oh, hold
That's
on.
not
Wait
what
a
happened.
minute. That's not the wrong description.
That's not what happened.
You sound like you had people pressing in your pants. And right today, I do look like with my Howard Hewitt forehead. I need to. If I ever got in a head button contest, everybody loses. Pow, what you say, nigga? Pow.
Hey, well, that's kind of how Joe Biden hit him today in talking about his plans to fund his his big dreams for America. Was tax the rich.
Right. Tax the rich.
We saw at the Met Gala that AOC had on the address. Apparently, it was very expensive, but said tax the rich.
Right.
As a message to the peoples. And Joe Biden, to
the people. But to the people say, what the people got to be, we got to be able to do the people. No, but.
And now Joe Biden, and he's mentioned it before, but in a bit more detail, kind of laid out today. I'm just, coming after basically the 1% for their money, taxing them on that stuff is a major way for him to fund his infrastructure and other budgetary items. So, I'm just wondering how much shitting can one billionaire or two do when they realize they're gonna have to be a slightly less of a billionaire.
Yeah, it's like instead of having $7 billion, you're gonna have $6.9 billion. Shut up, you rich motherfuckers. There's a reason there's all kind of people saying eat the rich. It's because you know that the top 1% of people have more fucking wealth than everybody on the earth. Of course, I'm surprised we ain't storm your castle and take your daughters.
There's like three dudes who could buy Denver.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
what's the dude? He got so much money. He says, "Yeah, I'm so bored. I think I'll go to space." What?
Yeah, that's what they're doing now. They just going to space.
Is like, you know what? I'm smoking joints with Joe Rogan. Guess what I feel like doing next? What? Saturn. Come on, man. I'm not mad at Joe Biden. The bottom line is you could fix with one of these. Amazon pays zero taxes. Of course we should do that. Of course that they should give back. A lot of it is not earned wealth. It was inherited wealth. A lot of these cats ain't got skills. They got their mothers' stole land from fucking people, indigenous people, and everything else. And that's how they got the money, and they became huge because of that shit. Fuck them. Fuck them, feed them rocks, and take them swimming. I hope all of y'all pops was kicked in the balls while you was being conceived.
Yes. and then we hope that had ill effects on your life.
Yeah, but it didn't, because look at Trump. Trump tried to act like he built his wealth, like he built some empire. His pops gave him millions of dollars to start his businesses, and this motherfucker still went bankrupt. So there's not like they get more skip. Rich people ain't necessarily better. They just inherited a lot of money.
He's not even like the dudes we're talking about, right? Like he's scamming. He's not paying taxes for a whole other reason. He's scamming the fuck out of everything.
Yeah, he's hosted boxing matches with, you know what I'm saying, Evander Holyfield getting knocked the fuck out. That's what he's doing. He's a cornball. He's a circus barker. But the top 1%,
we know that like Jeff Bezos is of the world. Speaking of your space cadets, right?
Jeff Bezos is no joke. Yeah,
and on the corporate level too, right? Amazon they paid like no federal taxes, and you know, this is, I believe, America's largest employer or some shit like that. So, and definitely one of them. So, you know, it's about, I don't know. I know it's not a popular concept amongst the rich. And, you know, that's part of capitalism. It's not like, oh, I have hit the amount of money that I need and now I can stop earning money. Like, no, it tells you to keep going, keep getting more, consume more resources, gain more capital. So they don't have a limit to what they'll take. You know what I mean? Right. And if we don't take back from them, they'll just take everything and literally have you out there on some let them eat cake.
It'll be a dude looking like Thanos, just sitting up on a mountain, just that owns everything. He's gonna own everything. So Biden, I think Biden's a funny
and then he spends his day growing guava. And you're like, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? People are starving. He's like, the thing about
people are starving. I mean, yeah, he's so rich he could just buy and sell the earth 4 times over. I was like, Bezos, Elon Musk, all of these cats are so caked up, it won't hurt them. They won't see, it won't be like, God damn it, one of my roses is gone. Fuck them. I see some people in the feed, but I'm like, some people are like, well, I'm allowed to make as much money as I'm like, they're beyond rich. When you're a trillionaire or you're a billionaire, or whatever, if you're a billionaire, multi-billionaire, what is it? How much is Bezos worth?
It's hundreds of billions of dollars.
It's
right?
hundreds
like
of billions. It's not just
like something. It's like something stupid. No, I don't think Oprah's it's hundreds of billions. But
Oprah might be in the billion, but he's billion.
Rihanna is technically a billionaire at this point.
Rihanna's a billionaire. What's the other little Kardashian that got the talent of a lint ball, but her makeup sold a whole bunch?
Kim?
Is it? No, it's not Kim. It's not Kim.
Khloe?
It's not Khloe. Khloe's the other one. Khloe's the wrestler. I'm not talking about her. Kylie Jenner.
I mean, I don't even think. That one. Sorry.
Yes, she's mad.
She's a Jenner, not a Kardashian.
Yeah, she's a Jenner, not a Kardashian. But they're all part of the people, the lizard people that came down to steal our fucking soul. You look, Kanye West was a dope rapper. He fucked with one of them. Now he's crazy as cat shit. The other basketball player started taking.
He started smoking basketballs.
He started smoking basketballs. Something in the Kardashians' pussy is demonic. We had Bruce Jenner was absolutely normal. He's a normal football, like I'm not football. I'm sorry, a normal sports star, like track star, was on the Wheaties box. Now he's tying his dick between his legs and trying to act like he has a dudussy, which is a dick and pussy.
Yeah, there you go.
Something there, you know what? If anything, the Avengers need to attack the Kardashians because Kardashians are evil. At least their vaginas are.
They are Thanos to black men. Nicole H says she gets taxed out the frame. She was just looking at it. I mean, and that's it. That most of us, as they would call us, peasants, percentage wise, get taxed phenomenally.
Yeah, we get taxed while these rich people don't get taxed, and they get all kind of tax loopholes and get away with fucking murder. You know what I'm saying? Yo, the hell with them. And Brooklyn 965 says he's north of 150 bill. Bezos, that is. So Bezos is north of, he's $150 billion.
Yeah, I guess so.
Get the fuck. What did his wife get for like didn't his
Oh
wife
yeah,
get a bunch
that's they were in the 300 billions, and yeah, and then she got half.
so
Eddie,
he was 300 billion.
she's like, Jeffrey, I want half. She foo-fooed him, but yeah, so this money is there. These guys don't need this money. They're
They
jump
don't. They
roping
just
up and down the space at this point. They're like,
they're
wee.
they're up on Uranus
They're
just
like, I've got
playing.
enough money to beat gravity. Okay, bro. All right, I'm richer than physics, asshole. Yeah, yeah. I beat physics, you dick.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
So I'm not paying taxes. If I can beat physics and I can beat gravity, I'm gonna beat the fucking IRS. You understand me? Okay.
You know
Next, I'm
what?
working on inertia. Okay, and common
Totally
sense.
working
I'm
on
gonna defeat
inertia.
them all.
You know what? Yesterday, you know what I did? I bought all the air around Cleveland. I own it. It's mine now. I mean,
Every
that's how rich
fucking
these
molecule.
motherfuckers are. So, but guess what? If one of them got up off that fucking money, guess what? The infrastructure that we need fixed, bridges are all fucked up. Check this out in San Francisco. This no bullshit. There was a bridge that had a sinkhole, and the car fell through the bridge to the people that were on the bottom. No, I'm
Oh
serious.
hell
There's
no.
sinkholes. We have, and at least in Cali, because we both live in Cali. For all the people on the feed, there's so many potholes and shit they need to fix. There's so many bridges and shit they need to fix. One of these rich dudes could do it.
This nigga's richer than gravity. Brooklyn
Yep.
965 said, "What up, yo? Yo.
What up, Brooklyn?
He said I just googled it. It's 199 billion is his net worth. So in the time
It's
it
not
took us to
130.
it's not 150. In the time it took us to talk shit about how much money he had, he made another 49 million dollars or something.
During the show, Savage
No,
AF,
no,
guess what happened? You know what? Another 50 billion and another one. Another 50
he made
billion
another
dollars.
49
So,
billion
but
dollars before we
Biden's
could
gonna
get the
get
sentence in.
killed. Biden's gonna get killed. There's some rich dudes will be all the rich people gonna get together and go, "Hey, this old motherfucker's trying to take our money," and you're gonna hear about Biden slipping in the shower and falling on a bullet, flat out. He's gonna be or something. He had a heart
I
attack.
dis I disagree with you, Shane. I know why you would say that because these are some powerful forces that he's up against in trying to tax the rich, their fair share, as Arnold Schwarzenegger used to say it, their fair share. But
You gotta
but
make sure you buy the
understand
money.
understand that if Bezos and all the other
Musk.
billionaires of America are the Thanoses to our society, that Joe Biden has teamed up with two other world leaders to form a colonizers Avengers, if you will. Colonizers have united.
Yeah,
I'm assuming this is how you spell it. They were calling it AUKUS, and I was like, oh, they must mean Australia, UK, US.
that's what it is.
It's the new alliance that the United States, and they had a video conference, press conference, and Biden in the middle with two TV screens on either side, and on one side was Boris Johnson, and then Prime Minister Morris from Australia.
Australia,
So
yeah.
so you had the U.S., the U.S., the U.K., and Australia, and they're all announcing this initiative to basically create a united naval fleet among the three countries to patrol, control, and protect the trade routes along the Indo-Pacific region. So basically, they doing this to make sure China don't fuck with none of our shit that comes in and out of that area, including oil and other goods and services. But uh, what, like we were saying earlier, is what I saw was like you called it a Voltron of white guys coming
It's a
together
Voltron. It's yeah, them getting
to
together.
make
And guess what? Put it this way: Aquaman can't even swim past there now. This is how bad it is because America's like we run the ocean now, bitch. That's what basically America's doing, Australia's doing, and the UK. But they've always wanted to do that. You got to understand the thirst for fucking power of white men is unquenchable. They constantly want to conquer, 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 and now they're like, now we got the ocean. What you gonna do with us?
Well, China has a huge Air Force and Navy as
China
well,
has a huge Air Force.
and they are a global economic competitor. So I understand wanting to make sure you secure your trade routes to make sure nobody fucks with our supply run. Um, I thought it was funny how hard each leader really, really worked to make sure that we understood that, because they're going to build a whole bunch of these nuclear subs, but they were like nuclear powered. Okay, there's not going to be any nuclear weapons on them, but there will be the engine. It's going to be like a nuclear engine, right? But not like nuclear missiles in the sub. So don't nobody trip. Okay,
so don't nobody panic. Don't
because
panic if one of them runs up on the beach, accidentally blows up. It's just it happens.
No, but the U.S. and the United Kingdom have been, running nuclear powered subs for quite a long time.
Right.
And so it's basically a technology that's going to be given to Australia as well, and will help basically boost their naval
And
presence.
you know what China is going to do? China is going to start making giant lizards to attack us. You think China's going to hack?
They're going to hack all the subs and make them.
They're going to hack all the subs and make the subs blow each other up. We've seen every movie that happened like this. You fucking with China, you fucking with the best, baby. They on that technology. They gonna do it. I'm scared. I am frightened. No, I think what's going to happen is that there's going to be. You know what's going to happen? Russia, even though they're not really a superpower like they think they are. Even though these other evil, like the what is it, where the Justice League, and then there's the
Legion of Doom.
The Legion of Doom. Everybody else is going to form a Legion of Doom and be like, okay, y'all got together, we're going to get together in every evil fucking state in the world, and we're going to just knuckle it up and we're all going to battle. That's what I'm thinking. So, guys, enjoy your life now, because it's soon gonna be over. Because Savage AF is for the kids, and we like to say little happy instances that make you feel better about yourself.
Hey, all you had to do was be a third grader, kid. Life never got harder than that. It's all good. It's good. Move on. Bring the motherfucking AUKUS. That's what Biden and them are about to do.
Right.
But yeah, I do see the sort of value and maybe even necessity in protecting and not that China has threatened any of these waterways or trade routes in any sort of way,
but just in case. But
this is a JIC, and I think basically it's just a white guy penis flex, right quick. It's like
right, it's a white guy penis flex. Okay, everybody knows that.
We beat physics, guys. What else, man? Any more animals that we could kill extinct? We did all. We got
okay. Cool. We killed.
You know what? The Bengal tiger controlling it?
Yeah, he's almost extinct. Guess what? Because of us, we kill all the animals. We spill oil in the pipeline to kill all the fuck penguins in their environment. So we know what it is. But
wouldn't it be cool to bring back a woolly mammoth? That'd be cool.
Yeah, but we're worried about spending money bringing back a woolly mammoth. The priorities are so out of fucking whack. We already know that. All right. So I just, what I would just like? I would just like some pie. I just want some apple pie. That's all I want. Because I'm edging towards the end of life anyway. So fuck it. By the way, because my birthday's this month, and I'll be 955 years old.
Happy birthday to you.
Did you actually gave me the Stevie? I'm glad you gave me the Stevie Wonder version.
That's Martin's.
Yeah, is it Martin?
He wrote that for Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
It was for Martin Luther King. Okay, that song. No, so the Happy Birthday that Stevie Wonder wrote was for Martin Luther King.
Yeah, and niggas just jack it at Applebee's now.
But guess what? People sing it. That's the black version of Happy Birthday. That's what black folks sing. The white version's Happy Birthday to you. Everybody knows that. We're so separate.
Many more.
And then you got to do the hey. But no,
all week. All right, man.
Enjoy the quiche. You got every time you go, hey, by the way, I'll be here all week. Enjoy the quiche.
Enjoy the quiche.
Did we do the MF
so I never played the song, but the motherfucker say what was the Facebook story. I just got I forgot to hit the
but you can't just leave me hanging. You got it. Now we gotta play on something else.
I think basically the world right now will make anybody with a sane mind ask this question.
Motherfucker say what? Yeah. Motherfucker say what? Say yeah.
There we go.
It's like, Hey, the FBI doesn't like helping little girls not get molested.
Motherfucker say what?
It's like, hey, man, the United States is forming an Avengers to control the ocean.
Motherfucker say what?
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It's like, billionaires
You know
don't want to
what?
pay a dime in taxes.
Motherfucker say what?
So
Guess what? We could play that all the way through our show every time. So much crazy shit going on.
everything we talk about.
Today is a show where we basically normally we would have some of the imagery, but you know what? We actually had a good show with a lot of the people in the feed actually saying some good stuff. And even though I know Miss Adverb has a big problem with Pedro because doesn't like to pay her fair share pertaining to Pedro's pregnancy.
Speaking of the taxing the rich, we tax that ass for this baby. Got me out here. And look, I'm out of wine. What the baby gonna eat now? What the baby gonna eat now?
So Pedro, if you are carrying her baby, why are you drinking so much wine? Isn't that bad?
It's her baby.
What's that got to do?
What else would Miss Adverb baby eat besides wine?
That's true. Miss Adverb baby would be a lush. But a total wino. The baby come out. Everybody kiss my
just smacking motherfuckers and calling them
smack me, I'll smack you back. Oh no. Also, I want to let you know I don't have but Pedro, he throw up the graphic. I want to let you know something because again, we got to make sure you remember, even though we are going against the topic, but at the same time, we want you make sure you follow our faith. Oh yeah, I'll be in Detroit. Actually, I'll be in Detroit, Michigan. I'll be September 24th. I'll be at the Detroit Funny Club, and then right after that, I'll be in Lansing, Michigan, at the Funny is Funny Comedy Club for the 25th and 26th. Make sure y'all come out in the D and also in the Lansing, Michigan.
Lansing. That's the state
capital. I don't know
capital.
what Lansing, Michigan is about, but I know that I will be there.
It's where a horde of cracker monkeys took over the Capitol last year, and as a precursor to our January 6th insurrection. Place? Oh yeah, that's yeah.
That is the same place.
So funny is funny. You'll also be in Detroit, and then September 28th. Shang, myself, an assortment of other comedians, Robbie Perone, Honest John, will be in Culver City, Howard Hughes Center at the theater.
Howard Hughes Center. Yeah,
number 17.
Howard Hughes. No, not Howard Hughes Center. Howard Hughes Theater. Theater 17. We're going to be doing a big comedy show. Make sure you check it out. Go to you'll see it on my page at Comedian Shang on IG, and make sure you follow it. Make sure if you follow and then tell your friends to follow at Black Pedro. Mm-hmm. And if one more motherfucker asks me about, is it really Black Pedro? I'm smack shit out of you. Yes, it's Black, not BLK Pedro. It's Black Pedro. And then words. People see your picture and go, well, he's not Mexican.
that's the black part. That was the black.
That's the black part. But yeah, your name does throw people though. You got to admit.
It does.
People say Hernandez, but he look like a nigga.
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to explain it.
That's an old black man. It's like, wait a minute, your name is Hernandez, nigga. That's a nigga name. It's like, no.
Y'all did some race mixing and miscegenation, didn't you?
Yeah,
the devil's work. It is.
You know what we forgot to talk about is make sure that people watch to buy your album. We got to put that in there.
Okay, man. So before y'all, put yourselves
to bed. Before we bounce
out
for the show tonight, y'all need to go buy Pedro's album.
You can go to the website, theblackpedro.com /shop. And as soon as I find this thing, I'm going to put it up here. But it's the album. It's Black Pedro Begins.
It's Black Pedro Begins, the album.
There's a lot of graphics in here, guys.
Very funny. So you got to get on that shit, man. That
here
shit
we go.
Is... Okay, boom.
Check it out.
There it is. Black Pedro Begins. Make sure you buy the album. And make sure you check it out. Tell your friends, and don't buy it and send it to people. And also, if you have Amazon, make sure you check out my comedy special. It's called Shang is Shangri. Also, I'm going to be on other platforms coming up on IMDb TV. I also will be on Pluto and a couple other platforms. towards the end of this month, beginning of next month. So if you got IMDb TV, also working on a deal with Apple TV. So y'all better check out. The money gonna be coming in, and I'm gonna buy Australia.
Yeah, Denver, watch out. It's for sale. That's what it is, y'all. Savage AF, man. Black Pedro, comedian Shane. Fuck your feelings. Facts matter. We will be back here tomorrow at 3 p.m.
Early,
Pacific
3
Standard
p.m.
Time.
to 6 p.m. Pacific
Friday.
Standard Time. Yeah, we're gonna be. It's a Friday. The Friday show. But also, we promised we was gonna do a show, Pedro, about you said about your top 10 music wise. We have not done one of those.
All right. Well, we'll figure it out. We'll see what we
Okay,
do.
we got to do those. And if you want to come in on the feed, we'll see what's happening. I'll be in front of the computer, and I will send you the link, and then you can come check us out. But until then, share, like, subscribe, give us the thumbs up. And if you don't do that, your feet stink and you don't love your baby Jesus.
That's right.
That's just a fact.
There you go. Keep your finger out your nose. We'll be back tomorrow, y'all. Peace.